So, welcome to Woodbridge High School, where we have the Colonia Patriots versus the John F. Kennedy Mustangs in a high school wrestling match. Just set to begin here. The Colonia Patriots will be coming, are in the blue and yellow, and Kennedy in the green and white. The match will be starting at 152. The high school wrestling matches, what happens is we pick the starting weight out of a, basically it's a blind draw for the starting weight class. So our first wrestler at 152 for Colonia is Kenny Schinsky.
45 for the Mustangs, Vikram Iyer.
And Vikram Iyer from Colonia. So quick takedown for Vikram Iyer of Colonia. I'm sorry about that. That is Schinsky with the quick takedown of Iyer. And we should be at 152 pounds if my sheet is correct. Trying to run the half Nelson there. Iyer does a good job of fighting it off for a second, but there's a quick turn and fall with a good job by Schinsky. That's a 6-point near fall. The way way the scores work is a fall is 16 points as well as a forfeit. So Colonia is now up 6-0. 5 points for a technical fall, which is a 15-point decision or more where the match will be stopped. Decision more than 8 points is a major decision of 14 points. A regular decision is 3. So at 160, we have Joe Small and from JFK and Mike Torres from Colonia. Once again, that's 160. I think they have the weights off right here. But there's a quick takedown there by Mike Torres. There's a 2-point takedown of Small. Small tries to work his way out of there. And looks like wrist control from Torres with a attempt to get a bar arm. But Small fights out of that. And he throws a half and gets out to the opposite side. Small's doing a good job of fighting off his back here and getting out of a tough position. But he's got to want to get to his feet and maybe get some hand control here. If he got some hand control, go a long way towards getting out. Now he's fighting for the hands there now. Torres in control on top. But a nice wrist roll by Small there, but Torres does a good job of maintaining control and getting back on top. He's got that arm barred. And it's a good fight here from Small. Trying to get up off the bottom. He's trying to get those hands off. You see the wrist control there from Torres with the ankle. He's trying to flatten Small out as Small turns into him. And there's the half Nelson attempt and a crossface attempt, but nothing happening there for Torres. Small comes up to his feet. Now he's got to lower those hips and turn. And very close. They're on the edge of the mat. Referee says no change. 9 seconds left in the first period. Same way. So Small will be on the bottom. Torres on top. 9 seconds to go. Referee whistle will restart. Small, a little crawl forward, trying to get up. No hand control. They're a little late on the hands. And so, second period, JF Kennedy defers the choice, and Torres chooses neutral. So just a quick explanation. The first period starts on its feet. Both wrestlers are trying to get a takedown for 2 points. Second period is a decision. There's a nice double and lift and dump by Small. But you see Torres on the ankles is controlling that tie. Oh, and he quickly reverses the position and gets a 2-point takedown. So 4-0 in favor of Torres. He's on the near ankle and the crossface, trying to flatten out Small. So the second and third period is a choice. So that's determined by a coin flip at the beginning of the match and changes from match to match. So choice in the second period changes from match to match. Near fall here for Torres. He's got that far arm, 1:08 to go. It's a lot of time here for Small to be on his back, but he just does do a good job of fighting out. And there's a 3-point near fall as there's a 5 count for Torres. 7-0 in favor of Torres. 55 seconds to go in the second period. So Torres would do himself a favor to get off his knees a little bit more, and there he does. Throws the half in, and then Small is able to roll through that and lock his arms up, but he's not improving his position. 35 seconds to go. Torres, both wrestlers, one guy gets off his knees here. That'll be a big difference. You see that he's trying to work that cradle, Torres, but Small just too tough to be cradled there. 12 seconds to go in the second period. And trying to step over with the tilt there, but Small is not giving up any back points there, and time runs out. So now we go to the third period. Small's choice. Small chooses neutral. He's down 7-0. Now on the first whistle, Small takes a step forward, reaches for the head. He's got now control on the wrist. He's got to use that. And a nice shot there by Torres. He gets in deep, works up to a double, and then gets himself behind for another 2-point takedown, 9-0. That brings us up to a major decision for Colonia. And there's a wrist and half, and he's out to the side running that. Small, real tough to turn here. Torres out to the side. He's off his knees. He's really running this hard, and now he's getting some back points here. Referee's holding 3, 1:06 to go in the third period, and it's a real tough spot here for Small. Let's see if he can tough it out. Torres, if he was to get his butt down and his head up a little more, probably would get the pin here. And there's the referee, the coach yelling for the hips to come down. And there's the fall, 44 seconds to go. And that's Torres with the fall. 12-0 in the team score for Colonia as we move up to 170. At 170, we'll have Sergio Magli from Kennedy. And from Colonia, we'll have Jake Siensen.
At 160 for the Mustang, Sergio Magli. For the Patriots, Jake Siensen.
So here we have Magli working in close to control the wrist. He's trying to throw that head by. Attempted snap and go for Magli. Doesn't work there. Siensen just kind of playing more defense here. He's got the head and arm. He does have inside control, which is an advantage over Magli. He tries to take a shot, but Magli kind of toughs him out there and locks up a near side cradle and steps through. He's got 2-point takedown and not able to finish that yet, but he's got a real tight position here, Magli, with 1:02 to go in the period. He got a 2-point takedown. He got a 2-point near fall, and I think no escape. So 2-2, which 2-point near fall, 2-point takedown. So it's 4-0 in favor of Maglione, and he's going to start on top. So Maglione, he's working that wrist roll, and he's tried to roll through on the wrist control. He's controlling the wrist, but not sure what ride. There you go. There, he's trying to tilt him here, I guess, Maglione, and he does roll through again with the tilt. But a good job by Schinsky of keeping his back off the mat. 8 seconds to go in the first period. Maglione's got a lot of strength here, but he's not really working any particular move as the time runs out. So choice goes to Colonia. Colonia chooses down, so Schinsky will start on the bottom. He'll get set, and then Maglione will get set on top, and there's the whistle. So Maglione off to the side, trying to drag Schinsky down to the mat. And he's controlling him on top, but not really working a fall position here, although I can't. He's got the head and arm, I guess. Oh, no, he's got that cradle locked up there. Now he's on that side. If he can just hip it over. Now he's getting back points. No, now he switches off to the inside cradle. Near side, I should say. And there's the pin with 1:07 to go in the second period. So that's a fall by Maglione of Kennedy. And that'll make the score 12-6 for Colonia as we move on up to the 182-pound weight. So at 182 for Colonia, for Kennedy, we have Rama Khan, and from
for the Mustangs, Rama Khan. For the Patriots, John Poznansky.
Now we have John Poznansky here for Colonia. John Poznansky is currently ranked first at 182 in the state and second pound for pound in the rankings. And you can see the quick takedown. He's won a quick fall in 16 seconds there, and just a quick list of accolades for Poznansky. He's been second in the state, third in the state, second at the Beast of the East, first at the Beast of the East, third at the Beast of the East. And he's in pursuit of a state championship this year. Well, we'll move up to 195. At 195 for we have Fazan Amjad.
For the Patriots, Massimo Revetuso.
And Massimo Revetuso for Colonia. So Amjad in green against Revetuso in the white and blue and yellow. And we have a little more evenly matched match, looks like here, as we get both guys a little bit of a hand fighting here, trying to get inside. See, Revetuso seems to be a little bit more on the inside. He takes a shot, which is he kind of stops short on the shot. I'd like to see a little more circling and trying to open something up rather than the way that they're wrestling right now. But each guy fighting for position. You see the way they're fighting for inside control. And there's a quick running attempt at a shot by Revetuso, which he abandoned. 57 seconds to go. And there's a shot, stalling call on green. So the warning for stalling on green for not taking a shot, and a 2-point takedown for Rivatuso with 39 seconds to go. They're on the edge of the mat. And looks like Rivatuso is still in control as they go out of bounds. No, sorry, that's 1 point escape. The referee says he was not in control as they went out of bounds, so it's not 2-1. So Amjad is going to need to work a takedown here. He circles back to the center. Inside control, and a good shot here by Rivatuso, and he's quickly in there, finishes it for 2. 4-1. And now Rivatuso is going to try to run a half Nelson here. And Amjad fights off it. And the time runs out in the first period there. So second period, the choice goes to Colonia. Rivatuso chooses top. Not common choice, but he must feel more comfortable on top. Normally, you would not pick top just from the perspective of where you can score points. So off the whistle, Rivatuso flattens out Amjad, and now he throws the half again. He's got him on his back. And there's the fall with 1:45 to go in the second period. And that'll make the team score 24-6 in favor of Colonia.
Winner by pinfall for the Patriots, Massimo Rivatuso.
Massimo Rivatuso with the fall. So now we'll go up to 220. At 220 pounds, we have a...
220 for the Patriots, Tyson Minor will win by forfeit.
So that's a forfeit win for Tyson Minor. Congratulations. And that heavyweight,
At 285.
we have Jason Ditzel. Also getting a forfeit. And at 106 pounds, I believe, we have Joe Carocchio. He is also going to get a forfeit. So with the 3 forfeits, the score is going to be 36-6 for Colonia. And now we'll go up to 113, where we have Xavier Lavoie. Well, let's see who we get. We have Giovanni Maglione. And for Colonia, we have, let's make sure of who we have.
Xavier Lavoie.
Xavier Lavoie. So 113, Maglione steps in. And here we go. Nice shot by Maglione. Picks him up, puts him down on the mat, gets his 2-point takedown. Now he's going to control that wrist. He's got a 2-on-1 on the left wrist. He's trying to roll that under, as I think he's got a leg ride in. He's going to figure 4 on the leg. And he's trying to roll that wrist under. He's doing a good job of control. One of the things for the top wrestlers, he needs to get out to the side and work for a fall. If he's not doing that, he could get called for stalling. One warning for stalling is given. Oh, there's a nice half and turn for... there's a 3-point near fall for Maglione, so he's now up 5-0 on Lavoie. And now he rolls through and puts Lavoie back on his back here. Now he's got the back hook. Looks like a Jacobs tilt here if he wants it. And, oh, he rolls, but was not able to keep him on his back, Lavoie. So Maglione with a good 7-0 lead here, 29 seconds to go in the first period. He's trying to roll those wrists under and stay in control. Lavoie's playing pretty flat here on the bottom. He's going to need to work up. It's good wrist control, but Lavoie is looking pretty controlled here on the bottom. He's got the, and a quick roll through there, but time runs out. So 7-0 in favor of Maglione from Kennedy. Colonia defers the choice to Kennedy, and Maglione chooses top as he's been able to control Lavoie. So there's a nice flattening out, and then Maglione quickly runs through and turns Lavoie. He's got to settle down chest on chest here and thread the needle on that side, but Lavoie is able to fight out even though he gives up 3 points on the back points. 10-0 for Maglione, who runs another half. And if he gets his hips down and his head up, he's going to get a pin here. It's the temptation to look at the back, but really what you want to do is look at the ceiling as you push your hips down, which will really give you the force that you need to get that pin. But, what feels natural isn't always what works. So he fights out for, even though 3 back points there, so 13-0 in favor of Maglione, who's throwing in a leg there. 13-0, 2 more points here, and we're going to have a tech fall if he's able to turn him one more time. 38 seconds to go, and not much from Lavoie on the bottom right now. He looks completely controlled. Maglione, 28 seconds to go. Chops the arm. Now he's running a head lever on that side. He switches it off to an arm bar. And he runs it around the head. Now this will be either, no back points yet. 12 seconds to go. If he manages to get two points here, the match is over. And there it is. He's got the back points. Either time's going to run out or we're going to have and the referee calls a pin at the last second, right before the end of the match. And Maglione comes away with a pin at 113. So the team scores 42-12 as we move up to 120. 120 pounds. We have Marcus Crespo.
Dylan Horvat.
Marcus Crespo from Kennedy.
Marcus Crespo.
And Dylan Horvat from Colonia. So off the whistle. See, Horvat drops to a knee and is looking for to play off the head. Probably shouldn't get down on his knees, but Crespo is staying in the head position here. And I guess he's looking for a throw as they go out of bounds. 1:38 to go in the first period. Drops to a knee and taps the head, and as he quickly shoots in for the leg, does Horvat, but Horvat is stopped by Crespo, and Crespo throws in a headlock, and he's now got a takedown and back points with a head and arm. Now, will he be able to get the fall here? He needs to walk his legs towards the head of the opponent and then squeeze. He wants to once again get the head up. These guys need to get their heads up, but doesn't come into play as the fall is there for Crespo. So there's another pin. All three wins for the Mustangs by pin. As we move up to 126, we have Mike Testa from Colonia and Ben Fluitt from JFK. So the team scored 42-18 with 4 matches to go, including this one. So both wrestlers looking for the inside control. You see Testa from Colonia working off the head. Takes a shot, but good job by Fluitt of stopping him there. So Fluitt seems to, there you see the guys fighting for inside control. Inside control is very important here on your feet. Each guy is going to be looking for something to set up maybe a shot. And see Fluitt sees an opening, takes it in there. I'm sorry, that was not Fluitt. That was Testa with the takedown. Oh, no. Testa gets taken down by Fluitt. Testa escapes 2-1 in favor of Fluitt. 59 seconds in the first period. It's got some wrist and head action, but nobody really taking a shot right now from the feet. Now both men down on their knees. I think Testa here has a front headlock that he's trying to use, but each man, there's a stalemate, so that's when either wrestler is locked up and neither can make any progress. 26 seconds to go, 2-1 in favor of Kennedy. Fluitt with the shot. Good tight shot on the leg, and Testa has to turn in and give up the 2. That's 4-1 for Fluitt. 8 seconds to go, and he's trying to turn him. And he does get some back points here as time's getting close. And time runs out, but that's a 3-point near fall for Fluitt over Testa. And he's got a 7-1 lead going into the second period. Choice. Colonia defers to Kennedy, and Kennedy's choice chooses neutral. So here we are, 150 to go in the second period. Fluitt with a comfortable 7-1 lead, and Testa really needs to get something going here. He's got the wrist control, does Testa. And then he goes back up to the head. And a shot blocked by Fluitt, but because he won't let go of the head, he gives up 2 points to Colonia Testa. So if he keeps that head, there you go. Testa gets the 2-point takedown as Fluitt turns in, and it's now a 3-7 match with Testa on top. Let's see if he can turn him here to get something going. So he's trying to run that half. They go out of bounds. So 1:03 to go in the second period. 7-3 lead for JFK, and Testa on top gets set, brings him flat. He's going to try for that half again, Testa, and Fluitt peels that hand off. Good job there. And then Testa throws the wrist and half on the other side. Now he's going to try to run that half. He could step up and pull that across, which would be a possibility. Well, now he's got the, there you go. He's got the double axe handle on the elbow, and he's now ran that around the head, and he's holding it, and there's the fall. Mike Testa with the 23.6 second remaining in the second period fall. And the team score is going to move up to, I believe it's 48-18 as we move up to 132. 132 will have Brian Fuente from Colonia.
Coleman.
And Ian Coleman. I'm sorry, Ian Coleman from JFK. And Xavier Abdullah. No? Oh, Coleman trying to fight off a shot. And they stay neutral. And Coleman with the shot. He's in on the single, switches to a double, and steps up, steps through, and now he's going right for the pinfall here. You see, he tees off. Good job fighting off the back. 2-0 for Coleman. 4-0 for Coleman with the 2-point near fall. Coleman in good position on top. He's you see how he controls those wrists as he tries to work for the fall. Now he's going to throw a power half here and now switch off to a half and wrist and run that. I think he's got back exposure there. It's a very tight position here as Coleman, and good job settling back into a pinning position with the Colonial wrestler fighting off on the bottom. 35 seconds to go here. Can Coleman settle in for a pin? Referee holding 3-point near fall, I believe. There's the 3, and 7-0 in favor of Coleman. Over Diaz, I think. And there's another, looks like a arm bar and wrist. And as time runs out, there's another 3-point near fall, and the score is now 10-0 in favor of Coleman. Coleman has choice. He chooses top. He's going to go right back where he feels in dominant control there on top. And I would think he's got, he's only 5 points away from a tech fall, so I think he has 2 chances here if he's thinking like I'm thinking. So you see Coleman throws the half as he's working the power half, the arm bar. He's off the arm bar into the half, and he's trying to settle into a tough, to a pinning position here, but tough job with the Colonial wrestler fighting out there. As Coleman is a tough wrestler. He's got the 3 points being held, but he really wants the pin here, and there it is. 1:24 to go in the second period. And Coleman wins by pin, and that's 4 wins for JFK and all wins by pin. At 138, we have a forfeit.
138, Vincent Diaz for the Patriots will win by forfeit.
There you go, Vincent Diaz with the forfeit win. And the 145, our final match of the evening. We have Youssef Abdullah. We have Youssef Abdullah from JFK. And Jabril Abdullah. So we have Abdullah from Colonia and Abdullah from Kennedy. I hope we don't get too confused. 0-0, 144 at the final match. 54-24 in the team score, but you know, you take those forfeits out of the equation, and it's a lot closer than you think. So neither Abdullah really getting offensive here as Kennedy takes a shot, and that's quickly fought off. Neither wrestler really getting in there. It looks like we're fighting for inside control now. And we're working. Nobody's shot here yet. 58 seconds to go in the first period. Still looking for someone to take a shot. And Abdullah in a standoff. Neither wrestler getting really close enough to take a shot, but you see, so Colonia quickly pulls in the arm and grabs a single, but he's unable to finish that single, but he's still in deep. Mistakenly, JFK tries to grab the head and kind of gives away the two. So it's a 2-point takedown for Colonia with 23 seconds to go in the first period. Off the whistle, JFK right up from the bottom, but he's brought back to the mat. Half is chopped out. Now we try to cross arm, cross wrist. Kennedy up from the bottom, 6 seconds, and he's brought back to the mat before he can get out. So 2-0 for Colonia with the first period ending. Choice goes to Kennedy, and the Kennedy wrestler chooses down. So Abdullah from Kennedy will be on the bottom with Abdullah from Colonia on top. So looks like he's flattened out. He's out to the side here. Oh, there's a nice cradle that he's trying to lock up there, does the Colonia wrestler. He's got the tight cross face. He's running it to the knee. Now, if he could get this locked, which he's having trouble doing, he did a very odd roll through there that I've never seen, but he does have seem to be in a pinning position. Once again, and there's the fall, 1:26 to go. So your final today here at Woodbridge High School is Colonia Patriots 60, John F. Kennedy Mustangs 24, and with Colonia for the win. Thank you for joining us here at Woodbridge High School. Have a great day.